Hello, mothers. Let's get comfortable and have a little conversation. And we're going to do an energy reading, okay? I know it's been a while, but I feel guided to come back to this channel and just kick it with all my moms. I don't know if it's because um, I'm surrounded by a lot of children. I've been surrounded by a lot more children than usual. And I just feel like our great, wise mothers have some messages for us. And so we're going to just do an energy reading, okay? Yeah, this deck has been calling to me. Put this deck back. All right, energy reading for my mothers. Maybe this is where the draining energy is coming from. Um, hmm. Like it's hard right now, working regular jobs, coming home, taking care of children. Let's just be real. Coming home, taking care of children, and also having to work 9 to 5 jobs. All right. And having to keep up with everybody's you the nanny, you the chef, you the healthcare worker, you're everything. You're the teacher, you're every role. Not just to your children, but to your community, to your family. All right. Energy reading for my moms. Okay, some of you guys are contemplating like letting go of whatever you resentment you were holding on towards someone and really just kind of seeing if you guys can work it out, right? It's cheaper to be worked together. For the sake of finances and the economy right now, like doing it on your own and being single is great. But I feel like as a collective mom energy in general, whether you actually act on it or not, this is definitely saying sometimes you contemplate, how you'll have more money to spend and more money to allocate in other areas of your life if you would coexist, cohabitate, or co-work, co-whatever with somebody that you walked away from. How did farted on me? Okay, it's all right. Tell them don't do that. And tell them to excuse me. All right. However, I do feel as if this isn't something that you would want to have to do. Okay, y'all get dressed. No, you already ready? Because grandma on her way. No, Ima. I know, but everybody's getting ready to leave. Okay. What was I saying? The Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like reluctantly. If I had to, I would, but this is not what I want to do. That's what I'm tapped into. If I had to, I would, but this is not what I want to do. Okay? I want to love myself. I want more for myself. I don't want to have to pretend to be happy. I don't want to have to be in a connection or involved with someone, but I'm really single and I buy myself flowers and I tell myself Happy Mother's Day and I do it all on my own. And that person just sits on the couch and that person just looks at me and that person just gets the shorter end of the stick. I don't want to have to be reminded of that, living that life 24/7. And so I feel like even if you have left, you may have exhausted, it's expensive. The savings that you had, you may have spent it all. All right. So it's like you were happy, but it seems like the way the times are going, the way the world is going, it feels like the only way you're going to be able to financially make it with the Four of Pentacles in reverse is if you let bygones be bygones and you work together with someone else. This feels like what the lesson that you're being taught right now, the hardship that's coming along with the experience right now. Okay. And part of you don't know if it's the manifestation of someone that you used to date doing this, or if this is just you not believing in yourself with the page of wands. You not believing in your spirit, what you're capable of. So it's like there's a strong sense of, I don't know what makes me happy anymore. So if people just telling you, do what makes you happy, do what makes you happy, do what makes you happy, it feels like if doing what makes me happy means that I must be financially struggling and I could barely save money, I could barely pay for shit on my own, and I'm not able to actually stay home and enjoy the fruits of my labor because I got to work 10 times harder just to have this self independence. The self love journey right now feels very complicated for single mothers or just mothers in general. I think y'all want more for yourself too. Okay. But let's say, for example, maybe someone wasn't good in one area, but you didn't have to work so as hard. You know what I'm saying? The relationship wasn't the best, but you didn't have to work as hard. Three of Cups. Maybe this person was cheating. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you guys didn't argue at all, but it was like the silent treatment. Maybe this person barely came home, or they just always cheated. There's something about, it was bad because this person was a shitty partner. They quit on the relationship a long time ago, but y'all still was dealing with each other. Y'all still was coexisting with each other. Y'all still were involved with each other. And so you had to kind of like, it's like this person would go out there and give someone else the best of them, treat you like they hate coming home to you, right? You don't help you around in the house, don't help you out with the responsibilities, and they hate the person that you had kids with or you were married to or something like that was treating you like because you don't work or because you primarily um like deal with the kids, they feel like you got the shorter end of the stick and they was hating you for that. And then they were going out there and pillow talking and giving the best love, the love that they should have been giving to you to somebody else. And then anytime you say, you know what, I'm done, you can have all of this, you can have the house, you can have the resources, I'm leaving, then all of a sudden this person, they want you back. First they tell you you could go, I'm good without you. Then when you start looking attractive and you start attracting a new person and you start moving on with your life, now all of a sudden the person that didn't want you wants you back. They want you back home. They want you back clothed. They want you back concealed. They want you back. They want you back tending to nurturing something and tending to something and not being able to do anything but do that all day 24/7. They barely give you an allowance. You barely have money to save to leave this motherfucker if you ever wanted to. Um, this person likes you not working, barefoot and pregnant, Four of Pentacles in reverse, where it's like, I don't have enough money. I can't leave this person even if I wanted to. That's what I'm tapped into, y'all. That is the energy that I am seeing. And many of you have made it out of this situation, and this is why you won't go back. Is because you know how bad it can really get. You have bad memories with this person, a lot of bad memories. The only good thing that came out of the situation was your kids. Some of you guys, it may be hard to find work right now, or it's hard to watch minor children, have minor children, and still have to because work is good. when you're able to clock in, you feel me? When you're able to clock in and you're able to stay on the clock. But if your job is not flexible with you being able to prioritize nurturing your children, that could put you in a position where you got a high turnover rate, where you may have to they may let you go a lot, or you know what I'm saying, or you find yourself constantly have to choose between the risk of losing your job or prioritizing your mental health, emotional health, so you could continue being there for your kids. Mm. During this waiting period, while you are waiting for some type of employment, waiting for money to come in, you're meant to have a bright idea. The more you get rejected from a job, even if a person is helping you pay for the bills and you guys are still living together or coexisting, Spirit is saying you can still get your head in the game and start saving your money and your resources even while you're under the same roof with that person. You're meant to have this aha moment where you're like, okay, you know what? I can't work. So let me look around my house and see what I can do to generate some income. Let me look around and see what I can do in the meantime. I may not be able to maybe I'm unable to drop my kids off to daycare and go and commit to 8-hour shifts, but I can focus, right? Because when you do things from home and you work from home, or you got a home based business, or you hustling for yourself, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is saying that you may not work a straight 8 hours, but in between taking those kids a nap, in between like doing other things, you can optimize your time. Okay. You don't need to have startup money. Some of you guys are like, well, I don't have enough savings to start a startup business. You don't need a business. You are the business. You are the content. I'm just saying. That's what Spirit has said. Aha moment message. Okay. You are the content. You are the content. And so, yeah, right now, you may not be able to focus on a lover. You may not, Prince Charming may not be coming in to save you, girlfriend. Maybe not right now. I don't see Prince Charming coming in. Matter of fact, I see if you do talk to anyone on the phone or y'all have some communication, this person gonna listen to how bad the other person treated you, and they're gonna be wondering if you'll let them treat you the same way too. Maybe I can get you to come over here and make me a couple meals. Maybe I can get you to come over here, and it's like I wouldn't have you working at all. Of course, they wouldn't have you working, but that won't mean that they ain't going out there and cheat too. So the same problem that you're gonna have with John, Jimmy gonna give it to you down the street. So whoever talking to you, it's like you can already see that it ain't gonna work with this person. But Spirit is saying that we see your mind wondering if it's possible. Maybe I can make something shake. Maybe I can make it work with the new person. Maybe that's my resolution to this problem. And it's not a resolution. Okay. You have no choice but to address this monster head on. Something about this monster requires you to address it head on. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find my pink deck. Let's get you some closing messages. Toaster, sudden rise, spring. Something fun is about to pop. Let the joy light up your way today. Okay, so it's picking up simple pleasures indulging in simple pleasures right now. If you're not really liking your relationship or the relationship that you have with yourself, um, it says the mirror shows your relationship dynamics. Be honest with your role. It seems like you're not quite ready to see something in your relationship dynamic. Okay, but when something pops, some of you guys could be having a child. You'll be able to see more clearly in the relationship dynamic, and you'll stop letting someone betray you after something pops or after something comes out. Some type of information is going to spring up on you out of nowhere, and it's going to happen very suddenly. Whether this is something being done cooking, or this is something that pops up, defines you. Okay, renewal, insight, warmth. For those of you that are contemplating not necessarily reconciling with a past lover, but working together, reluctantly working together. In order to see that type of renewal happen, you're going to have to forgive this person entirely in order to manifest a different reality. They're saying that it's not like it's impossible, but you think that you're going to manifest a new reality still being upset about how they treated you when y'all before y'all were separated. No, if they did cheat, you're going to have to forgive them. Okay? And be ready to put it down. Be ready to have intimacy. You're going to have the courage. I feel like there is a new person as well. You may not know this, but they plan on pulling they whipping their thing out, and you unexpected, and they're hoping that under the bedroom light that you ignore, you don't look at them, and you don't allow yourself to feel no type of way. You just allow them to have you. Somebody here wants to have you sexually. It feels like someone that may be talking to you, and they're waiting for like when you're done with work and when you're free so they can it seems like they don't feel like you're attracted to them. This person doesn't like how they look. Okay, so instead of going out with you at a restaurant, they want to Netflix and chill, or they want to do like this is giving me like campfire hotel vibes, somewhere really nice where it makes you feel good. Um, like you pop in, but they don't want like no mirrors. They don't want y'all to like focus on looks. I don't know. That's very weird. Okay, this person knows that you can run at any moment, and you have like no loyalty to them. I don't know if this person's trying to like get you hooked on them. They want to pull their someone wants to pull their cock out and like amaze you with their what's between their legs, because they feel like if they're ugly and they're not that attractive, at least you'll like what's between their legs. Um, and it's like, oops, I nutted at you. Oh, let me go. I got to go. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to go.